Looking for the best construction tips and hacks? Then you've come to the right place, because what we've put together for you today will first blow your mind and then save you a ton of time. So, ready to take notes? Let's go! An automated circular saw for leveling floor slabs sounds like something out of the future, but that's exactly what you can find on modern construction sites today. Laying a waterproofing membrane is an ideal way to protect a building from leaks and moisture, extending the life of the entire structure. Believe me, window installation has never been done this cleverly before. Still throwing away old tires? Then check out this 1750 square foot shelter built entirely out of rubber. It's high time to discover the most satisfying hack for installing a reinforced frame on the entire internet. Living in a warm climate? Then catch this life hack to keep your kitchen properly ventilated at all times. This DIY invention proves that user manuals don't always describe the most efficient way to use a tool. This team works so smoothly and precisely that their cement work is indistinguishable from real stonework. I don't know if you've ever had to deal with mounting foam hardware inside the gun, but now, at least you know it can be revived instead of replaced. Try to come up with a more genius way to drive a pile into the ground than this one. I'll wait. Turns out, just 3 pieces of rebar are all it takes to split a brick perfectly in two. Did you know that special foam can be used to reinforce crumbling foundations, preventing them from sinking even further? If you're confused about what this guy is assembling on the ceiling of this apartment, give it a few seconds. What comes next will blow your mind. Here's another incredible construction method: spraying concrete under pressure like it's an aerosol can. Fantasy fans should step away from their screens, because this video might convince you to spend all your savings on a fireplace like this. Well, it's definitely a lot faster than using a brush. By the way, drop a comment if you know what this is actually for. This isn't just a hack, it's an essential safety tool for anyone who works on ladders. I simply refuse to believe that someone could create a masterpiece like this out of tile. Remember, there's no such thing as a slow worker. Only those who haven't watched enough tips and hacks videos. And for those who have. So, don't forget to subscribe. Apparently, a little knowledge of physics really is the ultimate hack for an easier life. This ambitious construction project built inside an earthen hill proves that talented builders can pull off anything. Realize you want a covered veranda, but the house is already built? No problem! These builders know exactly how to make the perfect extension. This guy figured out how to straighten metal wire using only a drill. Why didn't I think of that? Don't talk to this guy about precision. He invented the word. Here's how to get perfectly even pipe cuts. Truly impressive. I bet a single worker with a pneumatic breaker like this is 10 times more efficient than a whole crew with sledgehammers. Want flooring that's both affordable and stylish? Then a combination of epoxy resin and rubber crump is exactly what you need. Wait, did you really think railroad workers clean tracks by hand? Turns out that in 2026, creating the perfect lawn doesn't require shovels or rakes. All you need is a special grass seed mix. This guy's roller shoes are literally the key to moving heavy loads around the construction site with ease. This guy should totally be some kind of engineer, because he has a real talent for making work easier. I bet you've never seen a way to cut wires this safely before.
Wow, beautiful.
Forget the shovel. From now on, the only problem you'll have during snowy winters is finding a place to rent one of these miracle machines. Pick your jaw up off the floor and grab your screwdriver, because that lawn isn't going to become perfect by itself. While most people try not to crack glass railings during installation, these guys turn cracks in triple-layer laminated glass into part of the design. And this is hands down the best way to tie a corner knot, allowing you to make a canopy out of virtually any piece of tarp. Facade work is impossible without scaffolding, and luckily, these pros know how to assemble it in just half a day. This Korean builder heats an entire portable clay house through the floor using just an outdoor wood stove and insulated foundation channels. Genius off-grid living! Check out this genius fence edging hack, but promise me you won't try it at home. When you order an excavator at a discount, be ready for this marvel of engineering to show up. Cold stairs in winter? Not anymore. Watch this plumber install radiant heating pipes across every single step. And these guys came up with their own unique way of delivering cement mortar to the second floor. All you need is bricks, metal pipes, and a weekend to build your own outdoor stove and smokehouse. Homemade barbecue has never tasted this good. When you work as an excavator driver, but your true calling is acrobatics, this is what you end up with. Why waste your stove's heat? This blacksmith wraps a copper coil around his wood burner to get free hot water, and no electricity needed. Check out the technology that makes it possible to create a concrete pipe in just 1 minute. Forget expensive boilers. This off-grid hack connects metal pipes to a simple wood stove, distributing heat for your hot water shower. This self-made chicken bridge lets your hens forage on the ground below, then walk right back into the coop. No escapes, no chasing, totally free range. Don't buy new seedlings, just snip a tomato stem, root it in water, plant it in a barrel, and watch these free cuttings produce a bountiful harvest. No radiators, no drafts, no wasted space. This builder installs heating pipes directly inside the walls, creating invisible, radiant warmth across the entire room. Ever wondered how engineers build underwater? These massive cofferdams pump out the seed, creating a dry workspace right in the middle of the ocean. You'll never guess what this guy built using just 4 wheels and a small motor. A homemade lift for snowboarding. It's mind-blowing, but thanks to helicopter delivery and perfect teamwork, installing each section of this TV tower takes just 7 to 9 minutes. Here's a tutorial on how to show your neighbors you're a cycling fan using nothing but your fence. Feeling dizzy from the height yet? Then check out a water tower pipe being dismantled step by step. This is what happens when you hire a professional to drill a well. Wondering how to lower an excavator into a quarry without a crane? Just watch. You're about to see it for yourself. With skills like these, when it comes to creatively joining parts, this guy definitely deserves a job in LEGO's design department. Warning, jaw-dropping content ahead. You don't always have to dismantle an old chimney. Everything about this concrete pouring technique is just perfect. An automated circular saw for leveling floor slabs sounds like something out of the future, but that's exactly what you can find on modern construction sites today. Looks like somebody never skipped chemistry class. How else do you explain the working hydrophobic spray made from just 2 ingredients? This impressive lift has sped up construction so much that workers don't waste time moving any more than they have to. Now you know that a lack of electricity on a construction site is just an excuse that inexperienced workers use. Turns out these builders weren't kidding when they promised to build a backyard parking lot in a single day. This is what joint filling looks like when a true master is on the job. Still wasting time rearranging ladders? Then check out how this genius handles the job. At first glance, this material might not seem like the best choice for your yard, but the final result will change your mind. Hit that like button if you thought manholes were removed before the asphalt was poured. There's no way a single attachment on a crane could make replacing a 70,000 volt power line pole this easy, right? And now, don't blink, because these pros are about to show you how to build the perfect home add-on. Remember these stone blocks, because they're one of the best ways to reinforce a slope while still keeping it stylish. It's never been this easy to sand 215 meters of ceilings in just half a day without getting sore arms or a stiff neck. Meet the mini concrete mixer excavator that loads materials by itself and speeds up the entire workflow several times over. What better way to showcase a master's skill than to make it look like the laws of physics just stopped working? Thanks to this level of teamwork, every piece of rebar gets bent exactly where it needs to be. You won't need a crane or an elevator when you've got teammates like this. Only a true master could create and assemble a structure this impressive. Concrete staircases are usually built, but this guy creates them like actual sculptures. You may have never thought about how concrete slabs are made, but the technology behind them is surprisingly simple. Careful, after seeing how easily this craftsman makes a stone sink, you might want to try it yourself. Construction tip number 325. If you're planning to insulate your attic, call in pros like these guys. Why? Just watch and you'll see. What's the difference between a professional and an ordinary worker? A pro knows how to make exactly what they need practically out of trash. Driving a 10-meter foundation pile into the ground in just a couple of minutes isn't that hard when you've got an excavator like this. If there were Olympic Games for ingenuity, this guy would be taking home the gold. I don't know why you'd ever need this, but if you do have to transplant a fully grown palm tree, it turns out it's actually possible. Trust me, even a small thing like this can save you a lot of time. So write this one down. Anyone order a welding speedrun? These crawling cranes can handle some seriously heavy loads, even on the swampiest terrain. But enough construction hacks. Here's one for renovation. Most people know fresh concrete needs moisture to be strong, but these guys figured out how to automate that process. I swear, their ancestors designed the pyramids centuries ago. How else do you explain talent like this? You'll be amazed by what can be built out of cardboard, and even more surprised that this is real, not AI generated. If you don't believe an excavator can become an extension of an operator's hands, just take a look at this. Even when a classic gutter system can't be attached to the roof, an experienced builder always has a workaround. Check this out. You can drill a well yourself without any heavy equipment, even if it takes a whole week. Only true construction pros can pull off this foam block laying technique. To transform a boring room, you only need 3 things: polystyrene foam, mortar, and skilled hands. This thing looks like a failed DIY experiment, but its simplicity means you can forget about hauling full, heavy buckets forever. This welder's experience and reflexes let him move fast while staying precise down to the millimeter. This guy really lucked out. He's got the most satisfying job on the entire construction site. Construction tip number 45. Why waste time laying dozens of tiles when you can lay just one? Everyone makes mistakes, but with this puller tool, they won't be critical. Who needs store-bought trash cans when you can make piece of art from leftover tiles? One look at these guys' tile work, and you immediately know that they're not new to the trade. Here's what happens to a wall when a grinder expert also happens to be a master of optical illusions. Even if this is your first time hearing about grinding edge strips with quartz sand, it's easy to see how automation makes the process much easier. Could you ever imagine concrete being turned into a column like this? There's a fine line where construction work turns into art, and this master crossed it a long time ago. With this silicone tool, you can forget about throwing away buckets with dried cement inside. If you also hate cleaning up crumbling cement, here's a solid hack from these guys. This is how even a small-scale factory can produce reinforced concrete poles in impressive quantities. If you've never used a can opener tool before, now might be the time to consider it. Did these guys decide to cut tunnels into walls instead of doorways? In any case, this concrete drilling crown can handle openings of almost any size. Here's our chance to take a peek at how a circular rainwater drain is made. Watch this asphalt paving machine literally do all the work for a whole crew. Yes, you're seeing this right. This guy is actually cutting a concrete beam using water. Here's how to make a DIY hammer in just 5 steps. One that won't damage anything while you're using it. Finally! It's time to break something! Just in case you were ever wondering where faulty spark plugs end up. Bet you never thought an old circular saw could be turned into a sanding disc this easily. Honestly, with a helpful tool like this, even I could become a successful tiler. Sure, you could replace a chipped tile entirely, but what if you didn't have to? These guys don't waste a second when it comes to reshaping a wooden beam. Don't skip ahead. It's not every day you get to see a staircase this impressive being built. Who would have thought that building a gazebo could be this fast and perfectly coordinated? Now you know that asphalt trimming requires maximum precision. Replacing a foundation support sounds like a job for a true pro. Luckily, this guy has just as many hacks as he does experience. See those 2 pipes? Now check out the trick this machine can pull off. When plumbers need to tap into a pipe of this diameter, they bust out this heavy caliber life hack. This electrician definitely knows how to use their working hours as efficiently as possible. Using a template while marking makes it much easier to create a perfectly aligned built-in ventilation hood. If you want your foundation to last for decades, take a look at how these pros apply waterproofing. This video alone will convince you not to throw away the lid from a used bucket of putty. now you know how much equipment and how many skilled workers it takes to install 6.5 meters by 1.75 meter doors. Think it's impossible to level a natural stone floor? Well, this Tyler is about to show you what can be done in just half a day. Is it possible to build a fully functional window without using even a single gram of plastic? The answer is right in front of you. Looks like that's all for today, but don't tune out just yet, because we've got new tips and hacks videos coming your way. To stay up to date, subscribe to our channel and ring that bell. See you next time!